Wear a classic skin today.
Indeed. Well, hello everybody. I am going to be playing through God of War 2018, or if we want to use its actual name, Dad of Boy. So, we're going to be playing Dad of Boy this evening.
This app cannot run your computer.
Yes, I've had problems with this. I just ignore it.
There you go.
Yeah. Alright. Alrighty. Well, I feel like this is might be appropriate depending on what happens.
Ready to make some enemies?
Let's be. You know what? We're burning this bridge.
Echo.
Yeah. Since for whatever reason, a lot of this game, more the sequel, but the game, this kind of mid-game. Alrighty, 1 second. Let me.
Game looks very pixely.
A little
I don't know
bit.
if that's on your end or.
Hello, Ninja.
Hello.
What is this? 2 and 3 streams all at once? Well, one stream, half a recording, and another stream.
Well, this will be. Let's go with hard rather than ultra hard.
I think that's the one I played on.
I actually kind of recommend with this style game on the easier difficulties. Because in terms of gameplay, I would not classify God of War games to have much depth, especially the recent ones.
So, balance experience.
Oh, Jesus.
That's like normal, yeah. Because this game also has so I'm not sure about Ragnarok in terms of gameplay, but there's a lot of bloat in this game in terms of side quests.
Never really finished the side quests. I did finish the main campaign though, and I can say honestly, they instead of using power-ups, I mean like abilities, they should have made them like what button combos, kind of like a fighting game, instead of just oh yes, here are 2 abilities you can just spam and win the game if you do your build right.
I'm not sure if the older God of War games have that type of system.
I don't know exactly. I would have to consult my living Wikipedia on that matter. Vin Diesel potato, goddammit.
Well, let's see. Yeah, subtitles on.
Yes. Another enjoyer of the subtitles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not very I'm only cursorily aware of the lore that
Found some.
he has a
Get in the boat, boy.
certain amount of burns from using the Blades of Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my understanding of why he's got those bandages around his arms. Big part also that he's ashamed of his past.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I would say this, like, this game generally gives you just like the general overview of what happened, enough for the story to make sense. And of course, it's one of those games stories that, like, if you play the previous ones, you can get more out of it. But in terms of necessary details, this game does provide it. But in the most basic
That is
way.
enough.
Father,
What?
did something change? The forest feels different.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
I just finished the ending of that movie we were watching earlier.
Funny, right?
What movie?
Beyond the Lost, Steven Seagal film.
Funny is a word you can use.
Hey, Drip.
Hey.
Tripping.
We're
Yeah.
playing Dad of Boy this evening.
Yes, I see that. I thought I would come in and watch you die.
Yeah. You know, it's not, even on, like, this game is surprisingly has some weird spikes where you can die very easily.
Hmm.
Bear McCreary. I have mixed feelings about this man's work, mostly because he's attached to some of the worst stuff that Amazon farts out.
That was the last.
His work is usually like the better parts of those projects.
Yeah, he's kind of become Hans Zimmer in a lot of ways.
At least his score is not that obvious, like Hans Zimmer's can be.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's okay. So Godzilla King of the Monsters, one of the least bad elements of that movie.
There, do I see?
Oh, I guess it's just Rings of Power. That's the main thing. He was attached to.
There, do I see my father?
What, music-wise?
Yeah, he's
Oh, there. Did they call to me?
yeah, just kind of weirdly pixelated. I wonder what the deal is.
Go into your settings.
Oh, there.
Video display.
Let's see, Bear McCreary. So
Oh yeah, I can definitely see why.
But
Turn your go down to AMD FSR 2.0. Turn it off. You don't need it.
okay.
Well, and do
Oh.
you really need 120 frames per second?
That's not the issue. He
Oh, boy.
you should have VSync on. No, yeah, turn VSync
Oh
on.
no! Remember that Bad Witcher Netflix show?
You are
The
turning
really bad
into a
one?
robot.
What?
They called me.
So you're turning into a robot.
There we go. It looks much better now.
Father, do they
Am I roboting?
do they call to me?
Not anymore. He was involved in Witcher Blood Origin.
Yep.
That is juicily unfortunate.
Yeah, but honestly, I think the musical score
He was in
either
Paws of Fury.
either heightens
puzzle-
the quality of something or doesn't necessarily affect it too much. You know, if it's a really, really good show, but the musical score is a little you're still going to think it's probably a pretty good show.
Oh no. He also got brought in for He-Man Revelations.
You sound like you're from a radio comm from Star Wars now.
Okay, let
What
me
about
just...
Detroit Attack of the Wookiees?
Would this be better?
You sound a lot better now.
Yeah, let me,
Yeah, it's just the position I put my mic on it. It's like on the side. So could be. He did He-Man Revelations.
Oh, that piece of crap.
He did Battlestar Galactica, so
I've heard mixed things about Battlestar Galactica, honestly.
it's mostly the ending that I hear that's it falls apart in. Let's see.
Just
A
as
show
long
called
as he didn't do
Outlanders?
Willow. Outlander's a damn good show.
I don't even know.
He seems
who-
like he does a lot of Netflix stuff and some horror movies.
I'm sorry.
Okay, he was in Cloverfield Paradox, The Walking Dead.
This knife was hers.
Yeah,
Now it is yours.
that's the stuff I can find on his Spotify.
She touched his heart.
She knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
This is a good palate cleanser, I would say. After that shit I just watched earlier.
Steven Seagal.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Shitty replica Seagal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Okay. This way.
You really have to watch, what is it, like 90s Seagal to really have any enjoyment from those. Pretty much, I think, after that. Really went
Why
to
are we doing this
crap.
now?
I need to know you can survive the journey.
Then we leave for the mountain?
Depends on you. Hunt. What did you find?
Tracks. Not deer, though. I'll keep looking.
I think my problem with this new trilogy, well, it's not even a trilogy, it's just
It's a
we get
duology.
introduced. Yeah, we get introduced into this world and everything, and then in the second game, it's like it's over now. Like what? I feel like we're missing a game. Because we probably are. In actuality, I don't think those really do anything.
It was
They're just
originally just meant to be one game.
cringe.
What?
I said cringe.
Why?
I mean, if God of War 2018 was the only game planned in the series, I guess, yeah. But I thought you mean like there was supposed to be one game like Ragnarok and 2018 combined. That's what you meant.
Yeah, that was the original plan. It just extended to it so that they had to split it.
Would have worked better if it was a trilogy. The ending of Ragnarok at least would have had a little bit more build up. Hell, maybe. I mean, Ragnarok itself, if they give it a little bit more time to breathe, the ending wouldn't have been so controversial.
The controversial stuff about God of War Ragnarok is not how it ended.
It's so milk toast, honestly.
What the fuck?
More tracks?
Yeah, but they're too round. Could be a wild boar.
Good.
Oh, now what?
This way, boy.
Hup. Oh. Wait, deer tracks. They're fresh. This way. Ah! Found it!
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
Yes, Father.
Did they like change actors
You broke our bridge. How are
for
we gonna-
Kratos?
I think they might have.
Yeah, but
Wasn't he like voiced by a white guy in the original games, and they replaced it with a black guy?
I mean, you almost made that sound malicious.
Oh. I've been
Well, internet logic always assumes that it's malicious.
There it is.
Hold. What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better.
Oh, okay.
Guys, interesting that this comes as a callback in Ragnarok, honestly.
It.
Don't fire, be better.
My bow!
No! You are not
So what? Is his axe like Mjolnir? He can throw it and then call it back.
Friends. The dwarves that made Mjolnir made the axe.
Don't spoil it for him, Jesus.
But I think maybe he was answering my question.
Yeah, but answering the question also spoils it for others. We're playing it for the first time.
He threw the axe earlier across the broken bridge and then was able to call it back. That's what my question was based on.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, no spoilers.
How do you know that could have been that? It could have been anything else.
Oh, like what? Now he's suddenly just magic?
They've never come this
A
close.
weapon is obviously magic. It could literally be anything. You're assuming that's that's the only way it could work. Which that's not how that works. And Ragnarok and other games, other weapons can be called back, just like the axe can.
Well, then all it requires is a very simple yes or no answer.
Yeah, but unfortunately, your mom.
Told me never to go in there.
We do what we please, boy. No excuses.
My mom would have grabbed you by the ear and drug you into the corner for a timeout for poor manners.
Can you hit it from here?
Well, you see about that.
Really?
White.
You're about to say something?
I was just going to say, White tends to do what he wants and is very guilty of based humor.
It was her wish.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Time.
I think we have different definition of base. That is such basic internet humor, internet insults.
Oh, it's so fun.
Ninja's just jealous.
Of what?
He is very below basic.
I'm pretty sure we have very different definitions of basics. So,
See, and I would need proof that White actually acts this way in person.
I mean, I think we all know the answer to that.
That's probably a no. Somehow I think your mother would not put up with that shit. Possibly, because I don't know that situation and I don't need to, but I'm pretty sure around my mom you would have been like, okay, not doing that.
hey, Wolvie.
Not exactly. My mom's not exactly like that. She's kind of a clown. Let's just say a normal shopping trip to Walmart isn't really easy with them around. They're always trying to trip each other up and shit.
Well, I'm not talking about that.
Well,
I'm
it kind of
talking
gives you
about her mom.
No, I'm just talking about certain things that you say.
It's open.
Hey, come on now. Look here. See, I have a crown. You can't say anything bad to me.
You have a
Anybody
crown.
can make a crown.
Is that what that is? I can't even tell what that is.
Yeah, it's cropped, but it's a crown. It's my crowning drool. Yeah.
You froze it in place. Clever.
Do I strike you as someone who bows to authority, White?
It depends who's in the bedroom with you, I guess.
That also depends who's the authoritative figure at that time as well.
Well, maybe if you look in the mirror, you probably bow to that person with you.
Depends on the mood.
Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in. Exhale and release.
I got it.
Good.
So is it something you did or something the game did?
No, it's something I did.
Yeah.
Still alive.
So you get to play both characters?
Yep.
In a sense.
Yeah, it's a sort of thing. Atreus is essentially a tag and partner assist character.
Finish what you started.
I can't.
They gonna make him eat the heart?
Hey, Neff is playing a game. She is alive.
Okay, now you've killed it. Now what? What was the purpose of killing it? Are they after meat? I thought they were tracking somebody.
No, it was a test.
To see if Atreus is ready to go up the mount, to go on the trip up the mountain.
Trip, here's your moment.
As the ogre?
I think that's supposed to be a troll.
I have been known to be a troll periodically.
If you hold out your shield at the same time it connects with you, you can do like a parry type thing, or at least block the attack.
I don't think like Kai likes playing with his shield.
He likes eating dirt.
You died. See, you guys have spoiled me with that you died stuff. Now I don't like it if it doesn't say you died or something.
Because it's a troll.
He's trolling you.
There should be green crystals around the fields that have health.
You know what we should have had him play instead was DMC.
Which one?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, if he wants like the full story, to start with 3.
I was more thinking about gameplay, but yeah.
Well, 3 is also 3's gameplay still holds up.
Yeah, just whatever you do, avoid number 2 at all cost, and the reboot.
Well, number 2 is not that great. But there is a cheap way to do it.
It is a broken game.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was one of those games that was rushed while the first game was being polished up.
You know how to use your shield? I don't know. And I don't know what button is because I never play this game with the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I would like the first Devil May Cry to get a remake.
Certainly, especially with that camera. That fucking leftover from Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, it was meant to be. You're supposed to. That QuickTime button. You see that button, Prom? Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, we have...
Hey, Drake.
Hey, work stopped killing me for a moment. Cool.
Oh, I forgot to check the comments. I forgot we're live.
How are you doing, Drake?
It's slightly less than before, but
Why? Look at me.
is this the start of the game?
Yes.
Okay. So, is it just me, or is it really early in the game, or is Dunn
You
not very
just started.
good at it, or
Yeah,
is
he literally
combat
just started.
Not very interesting.
No,
That's always kind of bugged me about the way this works. I mean, you're playing Kratos as a shooter game, essentially.
I proved myself.
It's
Well, that's
weird.
because that's how Dunn was playing it.
We are going home.
He doesn't really know how the game functions yet.
I haven't been sick
True.
in a long time. I can do this.
You are not ready.
Says the guy who lobbed his axe at an ogre like 3,000 times.
True.
I am ready.
Do not speak again.
don't speak again until the plot decides to knock on our door.
Back home is this way.
Don't speak again. Understand?
I just shot because it was the easiest way to dodge around stuff.
Definitely use your shield. Because that's going to be a useful mechanic later.
Would the shield actually block the big thing's attacks?
Yeah, you can.
Really? Okay, because I'm used to older God of War paradigms where things that size are usually unblockable.
I don't even think you even have a shield in the original games last time I checked.
Not really.
Actually,
It's like there's a parry, but that's not really the same. That's not what you're talking about, I don't think.
Okay,
Q is
so,
block parry. Gross.
Extra call.
You should definitely try to get yourself a controller, at least an Xbox One controller.
I don't like those. I've never liked them.
Well, a game like this, they are much better to play with on a game like this, especially third-person games that are like...
I can't get the doors open, huh?
Quiet.
Yeah, but WASD and mouse is so much better for shooters.
This is not a shooter. Dino.
So, Drake, I know you're a fan of Gundam, right?
Fan is a strong word. It depends on the season.
Okay, because what do you think of Unicorn?
I mostly really like it. Excellent soundtrack, and it's definitely one of those things that gives the UC fanboys the rightful justification to be snooty.
I hate it.
It's
It's the sequel trilogy of Gundam.
I wouldn't hate it that bad.
No, I really hate it. It's like so.
John, you might want to read the prompts. You're gonna have a lot
It's-
easier time.
Okay.
Maybe I'm a lot more merciful to Unicorn because I just came off Seed at the time.
Oh, that explains it. I would honestly though, after I didn't watch it back to back with Seed, but I have not seen Seed Destiny. I just saw the original Seed,
Yeah,
and I laughed my way through Seed. Seed is hilarious in how bad it is. But honestly, a lot of the problems Seed has, like, they're both awful, but in different ways. Like, Benager is what I think of when I think of a self-insert character. Like, a lot of Seed's problem is just you can tell it's clear incompetence. A lot of problems with Unicorns is a lot more intentional.
Like what? Lapis Fox?
Yeah,
I
like the
imagine
whole
that rubbing a lot of people the wrong way.
Like, you really set up like this whole mystery, and then when it turns out that you set up the whole thing that goes against, like, okay, so like one of the themes of the Universal Century, is about how even new types are still human.
Yeah.
Like, and they suck as much as any other human.
Oh, now I get why you don't like it.
Oh yeah, it's pretentious. I hate pretentious writing.
So
And then I
everything
hate
that Zack Snyder has ever done.
Yeah, Zack Snyder, like, David S. Gorder is for me my most hated writer because he's pretentious. You can be a moron.
I will definitely give you that. Unicorn is very pretentious. All Gundams are kind of pretentious, except for the Build series where they just had fun.
Xena.
Well, but the thing is that generally Gundam is good when it's balanced out. Like, you still have good. Gundam is where the themes are there. There are pretentious moments, but it's a mixture of characters, action, and there's one. I keep forgetting about the one other element. Like, the two of the major pillars. Not so much setting as much. Because what do you think of season 1 of 00?
Season 1 of 00. It took me a while to start getting the hang of it. I got through it because of Alleluia.
Okay, so for me, 00 is like, for me, and I tend to try to put tiers on stuff rather than like saying like this is. I will tell you which is my least favorite, but then I put the rest on tiers. I would put 00 season 1 on a C tier because the first half it has so many writing problems where it's so clear that they were writing to sell Gunpla. It was the first Gundam series I watched. It was like, oh, this is clearly meant to sell Gunpla. Because they kept on putting characters into situations where, in order for the plot to get logically progress, our celestial being has to be defeated in some way. And they decided to pick the most weak-ass version of being defeated. And up until when another group of Gundams show up, that's when the plot actually goes forward.
Oh yeah, the Thrones.
Yeah, when the Thrones show up, that's when the plot actually moves forward. But there are some
definitely helped.
Yeah, the thrones helped move forward because it gave actual conflict. Because
Actual
it had a
conflict,
great, it has a
Chestnut's
great,
one badass moment.
That thing was trying to kill us.
yeah, it had a great setup, and I think
All
part
right,
of
all right. The cutscene's playing.
Control it. Use it.
all right.
You clearly cannot. When you
I haven't been sick in a long time. I'm better now.
fine.
I do agree with some comments that
Atreus.
I do have some agreements that Atreus is kind of it's kind of a psychopath in some ways.
Ow! What are you?
Try again.
That Atreus
doing that?
has
Slow.
some
Try
elements
again.
of psychopathy in him
Cut it
in
out!
terms
Wait.
of
Again. Again.
Stop it!
Again.
What do you mean by that exactly?
well, I mean, just when he gets angry, he reacts with hyperviolence.
Your anger. You can get lost in it. The path ahead is difficult. And you, Atreus.
You sure about that?
I think the main thing is
Quiet.
based on from what I know of when he kills Baldur, I think it was, or one of Thor's sons.
Oh no, that's under a different context. That's probably why you need to play up to that point to understand what's happening in that scene.
You know him?
That is a moment of you need to understand the context.
Beneath the floor. Now.
Well, you told me
True.
never to go down there. Who is that?
I do not know.
What's he talking
Kind of seems like a kid to me that's maybe been bullied along the way. I'm not
Oh,
saying
no,
by his
it-
dad or anything, just the child version here.
it's more of like the son is following a similar path to the father.
Hmm.
Yeah, but his father's path led to good gameplay, so it's a wash.
Yeah, and the story, and what I remember of the story,
What do you want?
not good.
It was a dumb story, a really dumb story, but it was fun.
You should move on.
I don't know. His father doesn't seem like a bully, though. Or has he grown over
He has
the
grown.
story? Ah, okay.
about?
Yeah,
He's-
I'm not familiar with the story really.
Hide out here in the woods like a coward.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Leave my home.
You are going to have to kill me for that to happen.
Alrighty then.
Isn't Baldur like mythically immortal except for like mistletoe or something?
Yes.
I think they're kind of going with the realistic idea of, well, kind of the idea of what happens when a man
Warned you.
is unable to be killed or hurt by anything. He tries anything he can to make himself feel still
You
alive,
would not listen.
which works fine, but it's definitely not Baldur's characterization in a lot of things.
My turn.
He's very much the best and purest of the gods in Norse mythology, but honestly, I'm just like, I don't care. It's Norse mythology. There's so many iterations.
Yeah, that's kind of like my whole thing. Like, especially when people complain it's not true mythology. It's like when they keep bringing up like the Marvel movies and shit. Because you know if they actually try to like bring up the actual mythology, it's so fucking vague that's almost pointless.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it is very different interpretations from different tribes.
Honestly, most characterization in Norse mythology is they're basically a bunch of drunken. It's like a bunch of dudes at a bar and their shenanigans. That's how you sum up Norse mythology.
Yes, drunk folklore.
Yeah, try not to like
I've
hide
often thought
behind
the
the
same
joke.
about like Greek mythology too. That Greek mythology is also like just bandied about, and most of its inventions come from just drunks adding to the canon.
Hmm.
Well, Greek mythology is a family drama, and it's about how Zeus keeps on getting everyone into trouble because he can't stick with one woman.
Can't keep it in his pants.
When you see those red things, you gotta like dodge that attack.
There's a joke where being a son of Zeus is not that special.
Are you even trying?
Yeah. You hear that, Dunn? He's talking shit to you. What are you gonna do about it?
And look, he has not even had some gains. He's skinny as a beanpole.
Yes,
Oh, you
skinny
just allowed that
Norse
to happen.
gods is wrong.
Well, this is a perfect example of don't judge a book by its cover.
I kind of do like it because it adds like when you make someone small, it's the Akira Toriyama thing with Dragon Ball, where he tends to like to draw characters smaller who are more powerful than
Or
bigger
the
characters.
health thing.
Because it adds a little bit of the humor to it, where it's like, oh, this tiny man is beating up this giant behemoth with ease.
Tell me what I want. Pain stops real soon.
Why are there two beds in here?
And so, what do the Norse gods want here?
Well, Baldur is clearly going out of his orders. I'm pretty sure Odin just wanted a question. Odin wanted knowledge, and Baldur just wanted a fight.
Yeah, but do they know about Kratos throwing the Greek pantheon into a blender?
No, I would say, as far as we can gather from the games themselves, not really. I think they
They
find
have
out.
some inkling. They have some, but not
really
all.
the point of this game being about Kratos. Why not just make it Utrecht Fuckenheim or something?
Hmm.
So,
It didn't have to be Kratos. It could have just been some Norse guy. And they could have just essentially rebooted. Kratos is supposed to be very, 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 very dead.
No.
Don't talk? Fine.
You played the ending of God of War 3, right?
Yeah, where the trail of blood goes off the cliff. That's a cop out, and you know it. Every part of God of War 3's story says that Kratos was supposed to die. It does not make sense for him to just walk it off.
Yeah. I mean, he
Well, God
does
of War
kinda
3 is
walk
also
up a
technically
lot.
a cop-out because they didn't want to... Because they still wanted to justify you murdering gods. Instead of like, maybe it's also partially Kratos' fault.
I mean, there is a bit of a contradiction in the original trilogy. I remember in the God of War 1 that says that only a man can kill a god. Yet here we are, gods killing gods in God of War 3.
No, that wasn't the rule. The rule was the gods can't fight each other officially. So they essentially had Kratos just act as their representative, and they give him a bunch of fancy toys, and then he kills Ares.
I'm talking about the other games after the fact when Kratos does become essentially a god.
Well, after Kratos becomes a god, he can fit all the crap you give about your rules into a thimble.
Well, yeah, well...
What are you hiding?
like essentially what I got from the original trilogy, like mainly in the first one, where the whole Greek tragedy aspect is not the background where like he murders his wife and daughter, and that's like part of it. The real tragedy is that in his quest for revenge, he could have just like walked away from Ares and like committed suicide, or not suicide. I think he was like cursed to not die.
Yeah.
In the first game.
Not really. He very much did die that one time.
Okay, but essentially, he was allowed to. He could have just walked away and not have revenge, but because of his pursuit of revenge, he saved Olympus, and thus the gods, as a reward, made him into the new god of war, which then prevents him from being with his wife and daughter. And that's like the tragedy aspect, is his pursuit of vengeance keeps on putting him deeper and deeper into holes, because Zeus did not act against Kratos officially until he starts burning Greece to the ground, which is a sort of revenge against the gods for giving him immortality.
Well, then there's the question. When Kratos opened the box, we know that all the fears came out of it and crap. And so we're thinking that once they came out,
that's also technically a cop-out, right?
Yes, but it's canon. It's dumb canon, but it's canon.
Yeah. It kind of
dumb canon.
Yeah, it's like God of War is not necessarily known for being. Every time it tries to be deep, it ends up getting. They end up coming up with stupid ways to screw it up. Hey, aspiring writer.
You can't hurt me. Nothing can.
How are you all
Yes,
doing?
Brian.
Your struggle is pointless. It didn't
Your
have
opinion.
to be this way.
How are you all doing is my opinion. Okay.
How did you guys just fucking deal with that fucking? Because now I'm on the last bit of the replica isms. That is the George Lucas versus fucking.
What are you asking?
Why do you torture
Because
yourself?
your guys. I'm not torturing myself. I am just fascinated at this point. How stupid can someone be? Is essentially the theme.
You've already seen Noble, which is our second replica. You already know. And what exactly are you asking?
I was watching the George Lucas versus J.J. Abrams. The last conversation between George Lucas and J.J. Abrams.
That was fun to read, Raptor.
So if you die here, do you have to start all over attempting to kill this stranger?
I think there's a checkpoint somewhere in this fight.
Which seems pretty impossible at this point.
What difficulty is this on, if there are difficulties?
Balance.
Normal.
Seems awfully spongy for normal. I imagine on like the stupid difficulties, like you like scratch him and you need to like get really close to the TV to see the pixels on the health bar that went away.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how the gameplay for the God of War of the Norse God of War has a lot of issues, and I don't like how it handles difficulty.
Wait,
I
fucking
think the
Hero
biggest
is
issue
here?
with these games is the fucking camera system.
Damn it, he's probably asleep. Hero, if you're here, message.
Who?
Hero Speed, it was in the comments earlier. He's a shit.
Yeah, beginning of the stream.
Yeah, I can see.
Ooh.
I can see when he sent the messages. If he's still here, I'm gonna give him shit just because.
Where is Kratos' health bar?
That
Right
right
there.
next to the axe. It's
Bottom
very
left
tiny.
corner.
Is it tiny because it's early in the game? It's like, how much bigger does it get? That's what
It
she
gets
said.
a lot bigger.
Not humongous.
That is also
Not Dark Souls.
I feel nothing.
Well, that's a mood.
What?
Screaming, I feel nothing.
Well, it's Baldur. He's kind of on the super drugs.
The audio doesn't seem as good here. I think that might be the stream.
Yeah.
Because I remember playing this and it sounded much better. It sounds very compressed.
So can you regain health mid fight?
Yeah. So there's two ways. One, there's usually crystals around in the arenas where they have healing, and then two is special talismans, which is equipment that you can use. But I don't think you have access to those yet.
Only in Ragnarok can you have a healing like in fight, which was use your rage meter.
That makes sense.
Well, if it makes any difference, I quite am enjoying this particular fight.
Oh yeah, the fight's pretty decent.
I hope that you
Still seems kind of like dodge, hit. But...
Well, yeah.
Well, that's also done skill level too. There's a lot more interesting ways to handle this fight once you understand the mechanics a lot better. It gets a little better.
He's totally dead, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't.
I believe that.
Yeah, we killed it with mistletoe.
I'm waiting for like an arm or a hand to come over the side of the cliff.
Come.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
And he's crippled and slowly wandering behind you. It's Baldur's Gate.
Go kill yourself.
Was Baldur's Gate pretty bad?
No, it actually wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
Yeah, and the third one seems to be.
Yeah, if you want a game with a crappy Baldur, too human.
Yeah. Well, it's so crappy that you have to pirate it. Because all physical copies got destroyed.
Have you guys seen Unreal Engine 5, what they're doing with it at this point?
Yeah.
Don't care. Don't care.
I haven't heard what.
No, it's just pretty amazing.
It's just like, here's how pretty our graphics can be. It's nearly indistinguishable life. I am a little bit upset that they use Senua from upcoming Hellblade 2. It's like, I want to know an update when that game comes out.
Well, for me, a lot of it's more about how it applies to other industries, because if they can do it for video games.
Unreal Engine has to do with like animation and graphics, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend is fascinated with it.
You're all right.
I'll send you a link, Shy.
Oh, thank you.
Gather your things. We are leaving.
Oh, come on, you fucking cocks.
Thought I wasn't ready.
What
Yes,
else?
let's
What?
put it on my,
You're not.
put it on my second monitor. God damn it.
Especially
never mind. There it goes.
considering the AI conversation.
Yes, sir.
You actually
I
made
guess
me
what
want
are-
to play it now.
So, what are some of the creative ways that you can fight in this game?
It's
So
Well,
more
learning how
like
to pair. It's more learning how to learning parries, using your axe, and once you get the blades of chaos, then it gets more interesting. But Ragnarok is where the gameplay shines the most in this series.
How did this happen? Who was he?
I do not know.
it's more of like understanding the
Did you kill him?
fundamentals of how this combat works.
Done.
Seems like most of what you're in this for is the story.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest element.
Honestly, I am actually just concerned just doing on the easiest difficulty,
Never leave me alone again. All right?
All right.
just so I can finish it.
So if that's what combat is and how it works, then what's the point of playing on the hardest difficulties?
You've had to
I
do
mean,
it.
playing on stupid difficulty is like God of War
You're used to it.
tradition.
We do what five.
Simple. The only reason you would play on the hardest difficulties is to
If
get
you're a masochist,
credit because you're not a true gamer if you're playing on easy.
They're trying to survive too.
Close your heart to it. On our
It's just like that old school mentality of
close your heart.
like how to distinguish gamer, like the people who play video games, who master video games, compared to games journalists. It's like, oh, one of the easiest one is difficulty levels.
I understand.
That I can beat this game on the hardest difficulty compared to games journalists who will always put it on the most easy difficulty.
Yeah, it's like sometimes I'll just like put it on hard if I want to take it easy, ironically.
Has this been here all this time?
It's like if I want to play seriously, I play on the stupid
Why don't you want me
difficulty.
to
But
play?
any other difficulty beyond that, and it's like the combat gets a little too easy. But it doesn't seem like there's much to the difficulty here. It's just like it'll just increase the health. That's lame.
Okay. Nowhere to go from here.
It doesn't like
Yeah.
make guys more aggressive. It doesn't make them faster. It doesn't make there more of them. But
Doesn't that depend on what your goal is for gaming?
my goal is to not be bored.
Yeah,
Well,
it depends
yeah,
on what
but-
makes it interesting. And like for certain games, like I played through the entire Uncharted series, the 4 games on easy, because I just wanted to have a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like more of the pulpy a good time than challenging gameplay. And then like I normally play on normal and all on everything else.
Okay, I just want to mention this because it's funny to me. Like I said, Hero Speed was here earlier. I think watching the stream on mute maybe because he messaged me in Discord being like, hey, tell me if any hot takes come up. And I'm just like, how am I supposed to know what a fucking hot take is here? And he's like, you'll know. I'm like, okay.
I'm not sure. Like saying like the whole gamer mentality about difficulty could be viewed as a hot take.
I don't fucking know. I'm not well read enough in this. And I don't know why he's messaging me for that. He could watch the
I think that-
stream.
An offering cat? Mother said Odin's disciples filled them with gifts and hanged them with
Think what?
That one looked really old.
I think the main thing is just if Ragnarok is good or not.
Worshipping the gods?
Gods care nothing for them.
I don't even
I would
know
have
what
to
his
br- I would-
opinion on
I-
that is. I don't even know if to bring it up to him.
I know a guy who's far better at arguing about video games than I could ever dream of being. The problem is getting him on a live stream.
Little Potato.
No. This guy called Michael who doesn't exist, and that guy is like a fucking walking encyclopedia on video games.
You know Little Potato?
Yeah. Yeah, he watches
Oh.
movies with him all the time.
Who the heck is Little Potato?
I know
Who
Little
is
Potato.
who is a little potato?
I know Little Potato as
Will we see others on the road?
one of the EFAP memers. He's really good at
Are you?
editing.
No.
He's
Ah,
Trying to
also
rob us?
he's also a video reviewer. He's a big
Okay.
fan of Doom Eternal.
Do you mean British potato?
Oh, British Potato. Okay.
Okay, there we go. There's two potatoes. No wonder I was confused.
look, it's the internet. There's so many. Just put in ninja, and then you get a whole bunch of people saying I'm blank ninja.
Ninja, rap, ninja. Yo,
Ninja,
it's
rap.
the dream.
Go, 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 ninja, go, ninja, go, go, ninja, go, ninja, go.
Oh god,
So
there's
much-
more than one of them.
So much humor that you guys
Dave's
do
broken down.
baffles me.
Well, that's because this is
Did you
the
cut those down?
second worst Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
She had marked the tree she was used for her
There's
fight.
so many
So
things.
far,
No, it's the fourth.
That.
Oh god.
Fourth worst? Really? I thought
Bay
the-
films.
Come.
At least the
Look
Bay
at that
films
now.
look okay.
if
Like-
you say so.
Look,
Like, I
so
haven't
remember
seen much of
on like
them.
Discord, I mentioned how TMNT is a franchise that is pretty consistent. The films is pretty consistently not good after the
How long will it take to get
first
them
one.
done?
Arguably,
Do not know.
people
I think-
argue a bit about the second one, but
Do not know.
everything else is like low tier. And yes, I am including the up and coming one. Yeah, I'm not giving that one a shadow of a doubt. I saw the trailer and it's like, nope, doesn't look appealing.
Thank goodness New Game Plus allows us to skip the cutscenes.
But if the gameplay is not that good compared to the story, why would you skip the cutscenes?
Oh, there is still gameplay to be had, and I can definitely say friends of mine who actually played God of War 1 especially have a certain takes on those games as games.
Boy, focus.
Of course, my own opinion is really rather useless since I never played the original trilogy. I just know little bits and bobs here and there.
Yeah, I beat them all on the second to hardest difficulty.
Well, the guy I'm talking about, Michael, I think he played it, beaten it on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
And he himself would say that he would rank the game a lot lower than these games.
Oh yeah, I got pretty close in some of them. In the first one, I got blocked on the hardest. On the first one, the hardest difficulty, I got blocked on the second stage of the final boss, where you have to protect Kratos' family in that minigame. The second one I got blocked on was the Clotho's Ascent, because I just could not get past that staircase. And the third one, I think I got blocked in the, I want to say that Pandora's Cube thing. Pandora's Puzzle Box, whatever. No, that wasn't where I got stuck. Where I got stuck was the third game, hardest difficulty, the Cerberus and the 2 Satyr fight. That one. You know the one. Yeah, because that's how the old God of War games roll. They just throw stuff at you and actually beat you up by overwhelming you. Here, they're just kind of boring you to death.
But only when safe to do so.
Bestiary updated or upgraded? What
Updated.
the heck is that?
Basically,
It's scary.
so
It's exactly
in modern
what it says.
in modern video games now, they have a thing called a code, usually a codex, or basically a bit of lore you can look at.
Yeah. Bestiary can tell you
Oh,
creatures,
okay.
monsters.
Yeah, no. Gotcha.
So, like, there are bits that most people, I'm just assuming most people don't read, though there are some who would.
I read them. Especially like Hollow Knight has a bestiary, and they have it with some personality, so it's like they're actually funny to read.
It really depends. For me, it depends on the game if I'm really into it.
Yeah,
I think that's what there is just meant for. It's just instead of having like a game guide or like another thing you could buy. They just include it in the game, and if you want it, you can read it.
Well, some of them are also useful and tell you like important information, right?
Boy,
I hate it when games do that.
Tell you important information in a bestiary.
There's a Yetner settlement ahead.
Like important plot points.
you can read writing.
Some.
I don't like Metroid Prime for one of that exact reasons where okay, what's the plot in this game? Like I got the basic plot, but what's going on? And it's like, oh, you have to scan everything and then you have to read the lore. Okay, this is technically not a story.
Need cost accuracy.
God. Hey, I think there's a chest over there.
So. That's technically a hot take. Not liking Metroid Prime.
Not like. I'm not sure if you want specifically.
And I definitely know most people will disagree with me on that one.
I'm ambivalent on the 3D Metroids.
Yeah, I'm a bit more of a fan of the 2D ones.
Whoa! How'd you do that? I think we can go through here.
Move.
Thanks. There's the mountain! Let's go!
Not yet.
It's fine. See?
Little moron. Oh man.
Calm. Almost there.
I like it when characters have flaws and they pay for being flawed individuals.
That wasn't so bad.
Slow down. Your haste will cost us.
Sorry.
Are you surrounded?
Might
Yeah.
be.
More Draugr. But these aren't moving. Are they dead? I mean, more dead?
I hate that line.
Not
I
dead.
don't know. Let's go up and poke one.
Remember, accuracy over speed.
I fucking ran out of Oreos. Oreos. Oh, I just want to eat. I'm fucking hungry. time to call child services.
Are there any crowd control
God of War,
techniques?
World at War.
Crowd control, yeah.
Yeah, it seems
I mean,
like you just
later
like
in the game.
pick an enemy, decide, point at him, go, "You're fucked today," and then kill him, and then move on to the others. Is there anything like area of effect, or it's like anybody
It's
in
more
this
tied to the
particular
runes.
circle gets screwed?
Yeah, you have to get those in a minute.
It's tied to runes and weapons.
Yeah, New Game Plus actually gives you harder to kill enemies. Start from the get-go. Interesting.
Read it.
Oh, this is
There,
your
I guess
marketplace.
there
The
are
giants used to
some
gather here and trade with the gods a long
neat
time.
little
I wonder if Odin was ever here.
setup
He's breaking through the wall up there.
for this kid being Loki, especially if you know Norse mythology.
Breaking through the wall.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, like I would say, like this is a lot better. This is a decent, a good written. I'm not sure if it is like. What's your definition of well written?
Done.
Where you can understand all the characters, their motivations, and what they mean in the setting.
Well, because like I always like. Yeah, this part is kind of BS.
Sorry, not ready.
Because like I would say yeah, it's well written on that definition. But usually when I hear well written, it's usually it's like fantastic writing, not like this is standard. Like
Yeah, well, keep in mind, just because something is quote unquote well written does not obligate me to like it.
right.
Well, that's besides
Yeah.
the point, but yeah.
Yeah, since for me it's the Pride and Prejudice argument.
Something's breaking through the wall.
I'm not interested in really watching it since it's just not my thing.
Something's breaking through the wall.
The enemies are not gonna. Oh, okay.
Well, see, that's the thing. You're not obligated to watch anything or to even like anything in particular. However, I do think you're obligated to not make a judgment call if you're not knowledgeable.
Why do you
Got
think I'm here? Besides work finally stopped killing me. Because I wanted to
hang
see
out
if
with us?
Because I want to see if God of War 4 actually held up. Because I haven't gotten very far in watching Let's Plays of this. I've gotten to
You
the
know what?
point
Actually,
where
pretty held up pretty well. Injustice 2, not the story. I'm talking about gameplay.
Something's breaking through the wall.
oh yeah, fighting games. That is gameplay on a completely different level.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
weird
pretty-
because we're talking about Kratos here, but
Yeah, like in terms of it's still a pretty good fighting game, and the graphics still holds up, as opposed to most NetherRealm games.
Isn't this pretty recent, or has it been out for a while?
It's no Injustice 2. It's 2017.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. I didn't know either. I don't pay attention.
I I guess they're coming out with Counter-Strike 2 this summer.
Uh-huh. Using that source too they use for Half-Life Alex.
Oh, what? I understood none of that.
It says they're using source 2 like they used it for Half-Life Alex. That's what it's
Oh,
reviewed.
okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're really changing too much. But still.
So, can pretty much every attack be blocked?
Most attacks, except for the ones that are flashing red.
Oh, so the color that they flash is whether they can be blocked or not.
It's only the red ones that you have to worry about. I don't think there is any other ones.
Yeah, because that's a long-standing God of War tradition, knowing which attacks are blockable and which are which you have to dodge.
And to play a little monkey, Atreus.
What is it?
We will see.
You know, shit, it's like weird the way he just like appears out of nowhere and gloms onto his back.
What is that?
Have any of you guys played Valorant that also have or do play Counter-Strike?
No.
Well, that's not very helpful.
I'm not into multiplayer games. Like online multiplayers. Oh yeah. You can't just throw the axe. You have to wait.
You know, the funny thing is I've never really considered like Counter-Strike a multiplayer, but I guess it is. It's just not a massively multiplayer.
Like, I'm not into games where multiplayer is the main thing other than fighting games.
Almost right.
Poison.
The witch is going to kill you.
Good luck with
You
Muck
essen-
and his poison gas. Make one wrong move and it'll kick your ass.
You just gotta spam arrows at them and you just be fine.
How do you actually fire the arrows? Does Trace just do that on his own?
No, you gotta use
You
it.
press a button.
You have to give him a command. You have to press F.
You know, after salute to their destruction.
Okay, just a little bit short. It's fine.
I still don't understand why that man attacked you in our house.
Like
That's
a
just-
Spider-Man.
I know nothing more of it.
Like a Spider-Man.
Look up there.
Look out! Here comes the Sony hero. Dun, dun. Can he climb when it's marked by cracks or yellow paint?
Back up there. But how?
Spider crate. This combat engine I really hate.
The only time it's a good when it's Marvel's Spider-Man. Look out! Here comes the Sony man. At least we're not Alloy, who is had the curse of having multiple choices.
We can no longer use it. We can.
So what are you picking up from the crates? Like resources?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like money or
Yeah, I
crafting
think
Yeah,
material?
a
Or-
currency.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there are some other things you can find in them.
Does fighting enemies also give you currency?
Yes.
I bet something good's inside. What's that over there?
What about breaking
Basically,
the
smash those
vases?
glowing rocks.
Let's see. I don't think. Oh, okay. Looks like it is. Okay.
No.
I guess
So
I'm used
look
to
at the
Dark
chest.
Souls.
So done. Look at the chest.
Earlier, you said people might try and rob us. I'll kill them if they try. I'm not afraid.
If we encounter men, you will stay out of it. Understand?
I can fight.
You will stay out of it, boy. Speak no
So
more.
do you see those runes on the chest? You smash those glowing rocks and it will take out one of the letters. And then you find them in that immediate area. And you'll get something.
What kind of something?
I can't say it. It's a spoiler.
Oh, that kind of something.
The second seal. Chains on both sides, maybe?
Is it just me, or would this work really well with Tomb Raider?
Oh, funny enough, the 2013 reboot series.
Let's see where.
They just
is-
basically improved the Uncharted formula. That's what this system is. It's essentially the Uncharted engine.
Yeah, it's just a really weird juxtaposition. I have a hard time getting my head around it.
Maybe.
Yeah, isn't. Go back to where you were aiming.
So to hit, you just have to climb up the little
And, like,
platforms.
Look up.
So, you have to backtrack a bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
I did it. That was the last one.
I done Apple.
Oh, my.
Cringe.
Who knew
I
they
done
named
it.
an Apple brand after you, done?
Apparently, yes. Apparently, I've been around since
The Garden of
early-
Eden.
No, the Garden of Idun. She's the goddess of.
Axe isn't working. Almost ready.
I think it would be appropriate if the apple of original sin was named after you.
Technically, some people think it was a
How
pomegranate.
do you kill this thing?
Okay, I could say the fruit.
You switch to your fists.
I'm ready.
So that's how they like change up the combat a bit with some of the with the low enemy variety. Is some of them can only be damaged with certain attacks.
Yeah, it seems like they're still functionally in a tutorial.
All right, I gotta head out. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful night, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You too, Ninja.
Yeah, it seems like the camera's killing you a lot.
Yeah.
Just can't tell where they're throwing crap from.
That over there.
Oh, you're kidding me. Alrighty. Die.
Okay, I'm back. Have I missed anything interesting?
Done died. That's about it.
How is that interesting? Was he naked when he died?
They named an apple after him.
Oh, the I done apple.
Iden Apple? What?
It's an actual thing from Norse mythology, the apples of Idun.
In the Garden of Eden, babe. So what's the bar below your health?
Rage.
Pardon rage.
Use your arrows.
Berserker mode. That's what they should have called it.
Now, can Atreus die at any point?
No. Oh, I mean, yeah, if it gets grappled. But usually not, really.
Oh. Okay, this.
The second Iden Apple.
Atreus, to me.
Seems like the way you want to like be really good at this combat is to like back up to where you can see everybody.
Yeah.
I think you got him.
I will say, the kill animations are fucking brutal.
Take her down, boy.
Ready, anyway. Watch the poison! Not ready. We're running into the wood. Almost there.
And died. Oh, come on.
You might want to avoid the fireballs.
What's that over there?
The lady does shoot fireballs, so she'll probably stick around. Like,
Try dodging. That's a neat trick.
I think you got him. Alright, another rubber.
So the enemies have 2 bars too. What's up with that?
Magic, I believe.
Second one is stamina. You break that, and you can do like a kill, a massive damage, or just outright kill them.
Need more time. Don't look so great. Get out.
I'm
Can you block the range
assuming.
attacks?
What's that over there?
Can you block the range attacks?
I think that I can. I think the main problem was I just didn't parry. I think,
It's parrying, like timing based.
yeah.
Oh, we did. Let's see.
I'm assuming further on the kids' ranged attacks become more powerful.
Yeah.
Not yet. I can get her. Just stay away.
Oh, you can throw enemies at each other.
Or you can throw them off the cliff if you have a chance.
Hey, Dan, did you see what Count posted about the Wired article? In
Oh yeah, I watched the Yeah, I watched that. It was really stupid.
Yeah, turns out Sanderson did a little bit of a sort of response to it, or a response to someone wanting him to respond to it, which he just posted, and boy, just skimming through it, he is fucking too polite. God damn it.
Yeah, that whole
I'm
So
not
it
just
seems like
having.
after you block, you have a delay before you can block again.
It goes into like Matrix mode.
Your throat okay?
yeah, I'm just like the whole thing about this guy making a big deal of Sanderson being a Mormon is kind of weird.
It's stupid. It's just fucking stupid. This coming from someone with a Mormon friend, and understands completely why anyone would call them weirdo Mormons.
It just kind of feels like character assassination in a way, like an attempted character assassination, but it's in such a pathetic way that
Well, I can tell you now, Sanderson says and possibly believes that the person who wrote the article was genuinely trying to understand him ahead and gave him benefit of the doubt and full faith and everything, so. God damn it, why is he nice?
All these dead. You think it's safe in there?
Just call out an asshole.
I think that Sanderson is just kind of trying to be the better person.
I know. And while, just, sometimes, I kind of wish people wouldn't in certain situations.
Sigmund, your knives.
There's a time for all things under the sun.
We?
Yeah.
Wait, us?
Makes me wonder how the fuck he can write asshole characters when he seems to just not be an asshole.
Strip off the meat.
They just channel all his assholery into writing.
He wields magic. What's that? You tackle.
Who are
How
these pirate
cute, they gave
and
him a breather fight.
who are these pirate and cult looking people? Dodge the fireballs.
Cannibals, I think.
Oh, so they look like pirates and cult, and they are cannibals. Wonderful.
Alright, let's see what these guys can do.
Cannibals would be really fucking unhealthy due to the fact that humans are just really unhealthy to eat. They'd all be fucking fat.
Yeah.
Close your heart to it.
Ice zombies.
Wait here.
How does Kratos know that they have a long journey ahead? Where are they going? I thought they were just trying to like get away from like the Norse gods. And their journey is as long as that takes.
You said ice zombies, and now I have a package for Game of Thrones.
They came back.
Kratos goes, "Let's kick some ice."
Some ice.
Kratos goes, it's Kratoing time.
Ain't Kratos all over the place? Actually,
No.
ain't Kratos all over the place. He just Kratos on one guy at a time.
It is Morbin time.
I kind of want to watch that movie because it utterly bombed at the movie theater twice. So
I know the meme, but I've never seen the movie.
movie?
Which movie?
Morbius.
Right, that meme. I am hoping that Trip has not seen it either.
Why?
I think
have
I
you?
watched a little bit of it.
Atreus.
Okay.
Jane.
No particular reason. It's just
Right.
the things I've heard. There's very
Hey.
few things that become that much of a meme, and I don't want to know what the fuck they did.
So, Don,
make it
what do you
a meme.
think?
He would have killed you.
Don, what do you think of think of the movie we watched like halfway through?
And we will go home, boy. You
it's
give up this easily.
dumb
So
and badly
close to the
edited.
start.
Wait, no. I'm not.
I mean,
giving
you haven't even gotten to like the worst of it yet.
up. You know,
Yeah,
So you guys were
True.
watching a bad movie?
come on.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
ready.
It's a Steven Seagal movie called Beyond the Law from 2019.
I am now glad you chose to watch that right like a half hour before I needed to leave to work. So-
Listen to me.
Steven Seagal has become a parody of himself.
For his enemy. The road ahead is long and
Okay, I don't know who Steven Seagal
Narcissistic
is. Should I
asshole.
know?
You must be
Yeah,
Martial
liar.
arts actor.
Early 90s, I think like late 80s.
Get up and move your ass. I'll kick you square in the ringer, you don't move. Come on!
So what do the characters know about their journey at this point? I didn't think they would know anything besides get away from the Norse gods.
No!
Right now, it's just Kratos is trying to get his wife's ashes to the top of the mountain.
Oh, so there is an objective.
Ah!
You
Can't get this
guy.
slow-eyed cocklump to cross the bridge.
Because she's scared of something in the trees over there.
There's what now?
Father.
There is something very romantic about fighting to the top of a mountain to put
The
some
ones with the white fronts.
ashes.
You were right.
Say, you must be smart or something, boy. You're a boy, aren't you?
Does she have a name?
I need more friends that get high
Yesterday never asked mine, so ain't ever
so they
asked
can
hers.
smoke my ashes when I die.
What's yours?
That's what you want to have done with your ashes? You want them to be smoked?
Well, a little bit.
You can't smoke ashes. They're already smoked.
Say,
You can
Must-
smoke anything.
Must I explain the technicalities?
it was me what made her. Me and my brother.
It's called
It's one of our
cremation.
So don't let nobody
Then
else
you
know
load a
where you're
bong, sprinkle a few little ashes in there, pass it around, be up in the
so right beyond
mountains.
fixing.
So getting high
I can
in
answer
all
for
the
you right
ways.
now if it so pleases you, son of a bitch.
Exactly. And then just take the rest of the ashes and throw them up into the air in the mountain somewhere.
Tomboy.
There's a rune in the shape of a fork under the grip. Oh, digger beat ya, Doomber.
Trip ashes are just like every cocaine.
That was our brand
Why did I say every cocaine? Every
I got that
drug
covered
in the
right
world
here.
times 1,000.
Oh,
Look,
they'd
you want I
just
should
be
upgrade her or
ashes.
not?
Very well.
The word
Expect
upgrade is
improvement.
kind of dumb, but it's fine. It would be enhance
So,
or
where's the other half of the
improve.
brand?
Yeah.
Oh, my dumb
Agreed.
brother's got it. But I
Upgrade
know
was.
Look,
When did the term upgrade become popular? Let me
what
say.
would it be?
Mid 1950s was when the word upgrade appeared. So yeah, it should definitely not be appearing here. It was definitely made for technology.
Hmm.
And there's quality material. Rate you're going might last a day. What you need. You think what you want? Sure, your winning smiles armor enough, but why take chances? Make you something? You got something else in mind? Well, don't look now, but our friends who were hiding in the trees are back for more. Go on, give that axe a twirl.
Got room for me behind there?
But you don't break
And I feel like playing The Witcher.
You see what my touch done?
Adequate.
You know what's adequate? That footwork. You get
Well, Raptor showed up in chat. I just don't know when.
I'm not sure.
This road leads to the mountain.
in the right direction.
He showed up in
Again.
9:39, so 10 minutes ago. Well, YouTube doesn't show time because fuck YouTube. StreamYards does. Very convenient. Yes, so.
You left me to fight alone.
I did.
People are one thing. Everything else you fight. Until I say stop or we are dead. Understand?
Oh, I never look in StreamYard for comments.
Good.
Well, there's a good reason for that. You can't comment in StreamYard comments.
Yeah. You can only do that if you're the you're the stream owner.
That's fucking annoying. I feel like they should change that a little bit. Make it a permission.
Yeah.
Well, they probably can, depending on what tier of StreamYard you have.
There are multiple tiers.
Please.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So I guess there would be one issue, which is StreamYard account versus YouTube account. Might be part of the issue.
Could be. Huh.
Yeah, where's the way ahead?
I don't know.
Come on in, then. So much for peace and quiet.
Brock,
What else you need?
how come your brother's got half your brand?
Because I ain't in a working relationship with that footlicker no more. Oh,
It was nice meeting you, Brock. I'll be thinking of a name for your beast.
how about I name her fucking Gratitude? Hey, fucking Gratitude, come over here. I like it. Hey, what's your hinds in there?
To catch a fly from the ass of Zeus is not worth my time. That's a funny thing. Kratos does not swear as much as you would think he would.
I think we can go through here.
What's the game rated?
Which game?
This one.
T.
This way.
PG-18.
That looks inviting.
So I think they should be able to use cuss words, actually. And that now makes me wonder, what was the social etiquette for cursing
The social
back in the
etiquette
day?
for the Norse? What social etiquette?
You know what? Good point. I was thinking about the pump is lower than the land. Yeah, Vikings. Wouldn't have they ever given a fuck?
Oh, ouch. I died.
Shocking.
What a shame that
This
they
is-
don't tell you that in nice red letters.
That looks inviting.
Can you just theoretically spin that thing enough and then freeze the wheel and then just beat everything up with your hands?
I actually think you can.
But does the ice break on its own?
Okay, I now have a very out of nowhere question. Slightly related, but barely. Anyone play Fireboy and Water Girl?
Shark Boy and Lava?
No, Fireboy and Water Girl, the game. Does this mean it's a no for all four of you? Did seriously nobody ever play this game?
Nope. Never even heard of it.
Okay.
Like, Trip,
Never even-
I didn't expect you. It probably wasn't made when you were a kid. But I thought at least maybe done. Or one of you people. It's a free game. There's like 4 or 5 of them now. It's basically a puzzle game where you have 2 characters. One's a fire boy, the other's a water girl. You control
Really? I never would have guessed that.
You control one of them with the AWSD and the other with the arrow keys, and you're trying to get both of them to the exit of the temple. And there's a bunch of levels. It can be really fun if you have 2 people there, because you have to cooperate with them. But you can also just do both of them yourself. It's one of the games that you're likely to be able to play in school. Because the internet doesn't block that one.
Nope. Homeschooled, remember?
Yeah, but still.
I played
I thought you
I played a lot of games on DisneyChannel.com and Cartoon Network when I was a kid.
Yeah, I know, which is why I'm like, I don't know how you just never encountered this ever or had heard it mentioned.
I played a lot of Power Rangers games. American Dragon Jake Long.
Mom was here to see
A few others. But,
Well, I'm not gonna.
yeah, no. Yeah, I didn't play those. Yeah, I'd never heard of it.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard of it before now.
Yeah, and that just shocks me, you know.
What was
If
the name of
you
the game again?
Fire Boy and Water Girl. If you asked literally anyone in my school if they heard of this game, they'd be like, "Yeah, who the fuck hasn't?"
What does it say?
It's just one of those basic games.
Read 2.
I wouldn't recommend it because I just doubt you'll have much fun. Like, it's a good, basic, nice puzzle game. I suspect all of you would get bored.
Probably yes.
I do not trust.
Still want to see you guys try to play Zork.
Maybe those rings should.
What's Zork?
Google.
Instructions unclear. Eaten by a Gru.
Text-based puzzle game, basically.
I'm seeing Zork Anthology, Zork Video Game Series, Zork The Great Underground Empire.
Doesn't look like anything.
Probably Zork Anthology.
That part's right.
Is it free?
I have no idea. I used to have the floppies of Zork.
Oh.
I mean, the old floppies, the big ones.
The first one is free. So we could do that, actually.
Created in 1982, Zork 1.
I read 1997. I will make a note of Zork for future reference.
Yeah, here you go. Classic. You can actually just play it. Let me see. I'll put it in group.
Yeah, where the fuck is our group? It's so goddamn low now. Thank you.
Starts out with west of house. You are standing in an open field west of a White House with a boarded front door. There is a small mailbox here. I can't even remember what commands you can use. We're talking this was a DOS-based game, and it was revolutionary when it came out.
Did you have a lot of fun with it?
I did, but I sucked at it.
Well, now I'm curious to see how we'll do. Especially since we can break anything.
That's it. I see runes.
Boy, what do those runes say?
Oh, it says family. It's not a clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really?
So you do things like, okay, open mailbox. Opening the small mailbox reveals a leaflet. Let's see. Read leaflet.
It worked.
Welcome to Zork. Zork is a game of adventure, danger,
I'm happy with my mom, but
and
I'm happy with my
what the hell, low
It's behind us now.
cunning. In it, you will explore some of the most amazing territory ever seen by mortals. No computer should be without me. So then you can like go east. The door is boarded and you can't remove the boards. Go west.
Or maybe? Not sure. But I'll
Forest. This is a forest with trees in all directions. To the east, there appears to be sunlight. You hear in the distance the chirping of a songbird. So go west. You would need a machete to go farther west. Go.
Can you say go to
north.
Songbird?
So I don't know. You just have to try.
Alright. Opening it up. This better not
I
fucking open.
didn't even know there was an emulator so easy to find. This is not good. This is not good.
What do you mean not good?
Because
That
then
you wanted
I'll-
us to play it.
Well, I do, but I'll want to go in and fuck around with it. And
find
tomorrow
out.
night, I need to finish little minor things, and then Saturday is move for a good portion of the day. And tomorrow night, I need to. I'll have the key, so hopefully the modem is there. And I can see if internet is working.
Looks like Kratos punching him in the junk.
Well, maybe you could get him to do a dick smash like Prophet did.
Playing
And
game.
injure himself. Although I don't think you're gonna get Kai to play Zork.
I have a token on him, which I could use if I wanted. Though I doubt I'll do that for Zork. I will, however, try this because I actually am kind of curious. I occasionally see like references and stuff to this kind of game, and I'm curious to see how it plays.
I think I got him to play the Stanley Parable for like, what, 15 minutes?
A little less than an hour. If there's nothing killing something, Dunn does not tend to get very excited.
The Oregon Trail on old machines. Interesting.
I think Zork is still interesting because you have to use your imagination and you have to figure out how to do a lot of the things you would do in a graphically based game, but without actually seeing the graphics. Like, I remember there's one spot where, like, somewhere along the way you picked up a penny, and I believe you're in like a house, and the circuit breaker has blown, so you have to use the penny to put in the circuit breaker so that the lights will come on so you can see what's going on. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, it seems like it's like a choose your own adventure story, which really tries to challenge your imagination and creativity.
It's the game mentioned in the very first episode of Chuck. And if none of you have watched Chuck, well, I know Kai has. I don't know if any of the rest of you have, but you should watch it just for Yvonne Strahovski.
Chuck.
I'm quite sure she would hold your attention.
A series or a movie?
Series.
Oh my god. Yes, it's a series. I don't know if it's out there on streaming anywhere. You might be able to find it on F Movies. Usually it pops up on Netflix or Freevee or one of those pretty often.
So
It
it's a
says
Chuck
Chuck's on
flick.
HBO.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Trip
Hey,
kind of
Codex.
forgot-
What?
Trip kind of
He's
forgot
making
about
Mm.
HBO Max.
Here. What does it say?
Yes, I did.
Go in here. The fates. No good comes from them.
Lately, I forget about a lot of unimportant things.
No,
I found a grating. I have no idea what this is.
Hmm.
Hi, Codex. I am playing Zork on Trip's suggestion.
I wonder where number 3 is.
Boy, I hear your animal.
Hey, Codex. Yeah, I've actually played a little bit of Oregon Trail. That was a while ago. But it's kind of similar.
I feel like I should get a paper and draw where the fuck I'm going so I can actually fucking remember.
I swear I think at some point I thought there was some kind of a map, and I know you can look in like your satchel. I don't remember all the commands.
Hmm.
Let me
appears as
see.
though- It appears as though Ninja has departed.
No.
Yes, he departed some time ago. Don't know when.
Good God, you guys just don't pay attention to anything, do you?
I'm
What?
playing a game, you card.
I
Yeah,
noticed.
well, love you too, White. You're playing a game when you ought to be playing with your wife, Maggie May.
Look here, look, listen. I'd rather be doing anything than that.
Yeah, well, then don't fuck with me. And I won't have to bring up Maggie May or Critter XD.
Well, Trip,
Hey.
maybe he's doing that so he doesn't have to fuck Maggie May.
Maggie Carp.
I'm doing all right, Codex. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know where the third rune is? This is gonna bug me.
Look, straight up.
Straight up.
Oh wait, that's where the fucking bird is. Who's that bird?
Yeah, done. Don't you know about the bird? I thought everybody had heard.
God. What? The bird is the word?
You know about the bird is the word, bird. Tell you about the bird is the word, bird.
I have broken into a house.
I am a house.
Question, is there a point to this game? Is there like a goal?
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, but yeah.
Okay. Do I have to... Is it something I'm supposed to discover? Or is it something I should know going into it?
No, it's pretty much something you have
Oh wow,
to discover,
this
I
is
think.
annoying.
Alright.
So what you feeling about the game so far?
I actually kind of like it. Really like it.
Oh, this part seems like total bullshit and chip stuff.
Michael, use a one.
Honestly, seeing Dunn play the puzzles reminds me of Breath of the Wild.
It just should be open now.
Iden Apple.
Yep.
Another one.
Worth it.
You don't need to do that, Codex. You still have a month.
Hmm? Did Kodak say something?
In DM.
Let me guess, the story that he bet to write?
Well, we canceled that bet.
Didn't I? I did what you said and it looked
Really? He mentioned a different one already.
magical.
A birthday present.
It looked weirder than any board I've ever seen.
Oh, he's giving you a birthday present?
You know what? I kind of
Stay alert.
I know that Just Right did a video on this game and the other dads in video games.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the bodies are those weird dead things.
Let's see.
Yeah, Codex is a very nice person.
Yes, thank you, Codex, for whatever you're doing for her.
Maybe White should take lessons.
It's just your
Nah, he's too dead inside.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of do like checking in on Just Right, just occasionally,
They must have been fighting.
to see what kind of crap he pulls. He's pulling these days. Like, since he's really lazy, he barely puts out any content.
So what the hell does that make me?
Well, he'll go for. He went for a year without putting out any kind of content, and most of his content is relatively low effort. It's only like a 5-minute video, 10-minute video.
How did I get 10 points in this game? How do you even get points?
I'm out of breath.
The fuck?
Look, squeezed under that pillar. I got it. Elbow up, steady hand, relax. Accuracy over speed. Yes!
Do not lose it.
Do not lose it.
Is that same boar he shot at the beginning?
Yeah.
It's that same freaking boar. He's turning into a pincushion because he
Boy.
sucks.
Boy!
I just got a sword.
Oh, thank God Atreus has been separated from Kratos.
Alright. Wonder now where I see. It's a maze.
Andreas!
He's slowing down.
Wait for me, boy! Andreas!
What did you do? I'm sorry.
Andreas!
We didn't know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my lad.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood. The last of his kind in all the realm, and you shoot him. You needed food?
Target practice.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine. Should have kept a closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You. The arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold. Now the right side. Please, keep a steady grip. Grab and hold the left end of the tideway.
Father, please.
You need to grab and hold both ends. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up. finish the healing here. My
You're
heart's
a
just
wizard.
getting here. You will carry him. He must not die. Good. He seems stable and calm for now. Breathe. This way.
But I wanted bacon.
Yeah, rare bacon.
Magic bacon.
My mother made it.
Magic
I've
bacon.
never seen him. You must miss him.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes.
It was her last mission.
Boy,
I'm sorry. We're here.
You live in a tree?
Not in it. Below it. Emily!
Look!
It's all right.
A giant turtle. It kind of reminds me of Arturian from Discworld.
Is he friendly?
boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
I will give you the power to bend the elements.
There's also the annoyingly unhelpful turtle thing in the Neverending Story.
Place him on the stave there. Keep him still.
You live alone?
Better this way.
Yeah, my father doesn't like people either.
Boy.
Well, you don't.
Hold him still before he hurts himself. Good. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
What else?
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature or his own?
That is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. I know. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult. The boy will want answers.
That will be my problem.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me. I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden. Just a handful.
Is that creaking in game?
No.
Lamb's cress.
It might be done.
Done is creaking. He's just that old.
Can you hear the creaking, White?
I can hear it.
White. Okay. Trip.
Creaking.
Yeah, I thought it
Yes.
was the game for a bit because you were in the house under the turtle. Okay.
I like her. I mean, she lives under a turtle.
Oh, it's probably his sister's
Do not
practicing.
know if she can be trusted.
He hasn't tried to kill her.
Yet.
I'm not really hearing it. Usually there's a lot of thumping involved, but And the party in question is paying no attention whatsoever.
The
Yep.
creaking? Yeah.
You can hear
I
it?
am. I don't really hear any creaking. I think that it's the fire. I think that's the game.
The boy is searching.
Perhaps he could use help. Please, the salve is nothing without hope.
It's not the kind of noise you'd hear in a game, though, is the thing. Like, the audio quality is worse. So it's like, why would that be the game?
It could also just be my family moving around upstairs. It's always a possibility.
Would this help?
Stop losing your knife, boy.
I dropped it.
When you were chasing the animal.
What's wrong with it?
Multiple things, kid.
If I lost it, then
You did lose it.
Okay, so who's Charlie Spur? Hi, Charlie.
I'll take good care.
I've seen him here before.
He's Charlie Spur. He's known as Moneybags because he gave a lot of money to Anomaly one time. I think he gave like $1,200 via super chat.
If
I'm wrong.
it was the spur of the moment.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Charlie
That was
Spur,
it.
but no, Trip doesn't know you. You haven't been here in a while, Charlie. Weren't you here for Revenge of the Sith stream with Replica? I remember you
Yeah.
being there.
Yeah.
He was there for that shit show.
Who's gonna live?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember him
They are
saying,
leaving.
like,
Wait. Not without thanks.
he said something very amusing. You agree with me, and I pay you money. Was one of my favorite lines. There's also an element of
Yeah, you're doing an auction. How much he needs to pay you for you to be quiet?
Those who might make
Yeah,
we
we were trying to bribe
be
you.
quiet. I think he was saying to say Revenge of the Sith is a good movie, and I said 1 giggle joule of money. 1 gigajoule. If should have said 1 Googleplex.
Googleplex.
Like Googleplex. It's basically an amount of money so ridiculous that it would devalue all currency on the planet.
More money than atoms in the universe.
That leads safely.
I remember that term quite well.
Follow this path down, then head towards
And
daylight.
good night.
Googleplex?
Well, good morning.
It is the
Okay.
greatest movie of all time.
See you again?
No, Return of the King exists. Return of the King is way better than Revenge of the Sith.
Now get out of here.
Oh boy.
Girl Next Door is better than Revenge of the Sith.
This underground passage should put you back on your path.
Even
to
though
the
that
mountains.
film is one of the
Just use
most
the boat.
probably well actually because that film
He
is
is
one of the most-
blasphemy.
You can use it to
Oh,
orient yourself
yes.
and navigate the world.
Yes.
It will always steer you towards your goals.
Yep. I speak it fluently. It's perfectly fun. I can definitely watch it more than any of the other prequels.
Just burn up the stick. Oh, shit.
Heretic.
Oh, give him time. He'll get hit by a few fireballs and burn.
They were actually real.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
how shooters go.
They give people nightmares. Or they are nightmares. I don't remember.
Burn the heretic.
I wish I could ask.
Sorry, no.
You've
Maybe
already
in
burned
game.
and will continue to burn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for some good substantive arguments about why the Revenge of the Sith is a better than movie.
Well, you clearly need someone better than Replica. That for them, sure.
Yeah, that whole argument was really pathetic. I was very unimpressed by his arguments for why Revenge of the Sith is good.
Oh, I know. I guess
Nobody
Why-
is ever impressed by Replica, not in a good way.
Not even other prequel guys are.
Yeah, I remember that.
Look how close we are.
I remember that Nihilus was just embarrassed by how awful Replica was at defending the prequels. And to be honest, Nihilus does a better job of defending the prequels.
Literally anyone could done. He is one of those people that makes their side cringe.
It's kind of like, in some ways, noble.
God of Thunder.
What do you mean, kind of in some ways? Those two are almost twins.
I seldom did.
Yeah. Their historical parallels, I don't care. They're done poorly. I see that. I totally am aware of the many poorly imitated historical parallels, like Rome, Julius Caesar, a little bit George Bush. Kind of followed the Roman Empire, but the problem is all the parallels are done so badly that it's just and are not one for one that it's hard to say, oh, that's what this is.
Oh, I think I like.
No, they're not. You're delusional. Okay. Like, what other historical parallels? Where are the Germanic tribes that facilitated the fall of Rome? Or the transition to empire? Where was the Pompeian Caesar? Where's the actual democratic voting? Where was the Caesar assassination? I know I know my history. I've studied a lot of this history because it's interesting. This is just a contrived mess where the Jedi all die to clones because that's how George Lucas wrote it. It's also mainly he shows a very stupidly to reflect old acting from films, silent films, and didn't even replicate it properly, even by his own standards.
It reads, sacrifice your
Done.
arms.
You're capable of putting custom emotes in YouTube at some point, yes?
I think that I need to get more subs for that one.
For you.
How many?
I think it's a monetization. I think it's 1,000. Currently, I'm only 40% of the way.
All right.
So
41%. No, go ahead. Not 41. It'll be 40.
Technically, it's amalgamation of season. These are.
Jax did not return.
Yeah, he's an amalgamation. He's a poor amalgamation. The only reason he gets into power is because everybody is stupid. The whole system of the Republic is really done poorly as well. That's fine. That's fine. That's totally okay.
What is this?
The World Serpent, I imagine.
It's the World Serpent.
Huh.
Yeah. I can see the parallels, I just don't accept the premise that they're done well. And I also don't buy the George Lucas referencing other films makes it good, like Rick Worley says, because Rick Worley is a complete idiot. And I'm fine to start beef with Rick Worley. It fell because of internal strife and as well as an external force. The Germanic tribes. There's no parallel in Star Wars. It transitioned and got more powerful, but the problem is
there's the shipwreck
it's
way
just
over there.
the politics in. It's not that the politics in the prequels are inherent, or that politics is bad. The politics in the prequels are bad, not because they're inclusion, because of their execution.
I mean, if you're arguing the Republic fell from when the inside part of Rome and make a parallel, I mean, that part's not even
Good thing, huh?
They didn't even show that at all in the movies.
Hey,
It was the
check the phone.
prequels. It's like it doesn't even exist. Everybody's like yes man
We're going
in
to the
those
Dark
movies.
Purge, right? We'll be the first people to
Yeah,
walk on it. And who knows how long?
and
You know that serpent?
He's one of the giants. He's so
I mean,
big.
where's
That's
the
why
where's
he's
the internal struggle or strife or anything?
Exaggeration.
Everybody's just unanimous in agreement all the time.
which is not how politics works in the slightest. There are factions in the. There are a whole bunch of factions
Is this the way to the
within.
mountain?
There are a whole bunch of factions within Rome itself.
It isn't the bearded beaver, it is sex. Have I got something for you?
The Roman Republic.
Brock?
That fell for a lot of
How do you-
complicated
None of your
reasons.
fucking business.
There's also
Now
the
get in here, I've got
triarchy
something
or the
for you.
triumvirate.
Don't go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of factors, and just I don't really buy the idea that George Lucas replicated them well.
When word gets out about my new
Some cases, not even at all.
they come
I
out
forgot.
They'll be clawing all over
Too bad I can't turn down the game volume of your stream like I can do it on Discord, so I can hear you better.
everywhere.
1 second, let me change the settings. I go into about there.
I mean, hold on a minute. I have my giant cheat sheet with me. I can pull it up at any moment. I told myself I was gonna just swear off these anything prequel related, but I guess I can poop it out for a minute.
Yeah.
Key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic
Last time I opened this thing was in December. Jesus.
shortcut between the realms. If you ever see him out in the world, you
Yeah.
get back to me quick.
Oh wait, this is Game of Thrones. Never mind, wrong one.
Straight back here and nowhere else. And whatever you do,
Oh no, do entertain yourself with that, Wyatt.
never throw yourself over the edge of the path.
What exactly mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see us wanting that.
But honestly, there's no wheeling and dealing. We don't see Palpatine making deals. Honestly, stuff that would be much more interesting. And
Honestly, we don't even know why the separatists are leaving.
yeah, the whole thing with the Separatists is ridiculous. I don't.
Like they are leaving, and that's all we know. We don't even hear from their perspective or anything.
And the main issue. It's ultimately just kind of a. It's and it's sad because it could have been a great. It could have been a great movie. It had very little to build on, unfortunately, but that's the main problem with Revenge of the Sith.
It'll be funny if we're talking all this and the guy just left. Like we're just talking to ourselves at this point.
He just commented again.
Yeah. Triumvirate doesn't exist during his informal alliance. Eventually the politics. Yeah, that is true, but it doesn't apply to Star Wars. It's basically just unanimous false flag situation.
Well, he does say he has to leave now because of work. See you,
Right.
Charlie.
See you, Charlie. See you, Mr. Moneybags.
Have a good night, and I hope you feel better.
If only if it was Charlie you guys debated instead of Replica, you probably could have gone somewhere with it.
Mm-hmm. I do agree because it's like I get the sense that Charlie actually knows more about what he's talking about than Replica does, because Replica is an uneducated and unknowledgeable person.
He is the anti-knowledge. Knowledger.
Yeah. Yeah, and he doesn't do. Yeah. Yeah, some other time. Some other time we'll chat. I am happy to debate and be proven wrong. It's just that I've seen the Revenge of the Sith so often that I'm just like, no. It's yeah.
Usually I just find Purgle debates just to be so fucking cancerous. Because everybody just we just keep going in circles. I guess Replica kind of just ruined the whole thing for me.
I am currently going to give up on Zork because I am just fucking stuck.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can look up how to get past wherever you're stuck.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that?
Well,
I am a person who eventually will get frustrated enough to look up how to get further, but it's like, I did just do a half-ass attempt, because honestly, I might try going back to this and writing out what I fucking do, because I can't go up is the problem. They don't let me scroll up.
We are blowing the horn.
So I can't see what I did like 5 moves ago.
I have resolved a bunch of it. I won't blow into it if you don't. I won't blow into it if you don't. I won't blow
I'm
into
glad
it.
you seem to be getting at least some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah. Okay, it may be a bunch of text, but I fucking read for fun. This is up my alley. And it is pretty much a puzzle game. I managed to get a sword, a lantern, and a bag of hot peppers. And a grate.
Mom, you could have a vegan barbecue.
Yep.
Put the peppers and the grape on the sword and cook them over the lantern.
Yep. I tried to use the lantern in this attic I found, which was pitch black, but it wouldn't let me, and I don't know if I just didn't know how to use a lantern.
That might be the area where you got to do the penny and the breaker box thing in like the basement or something or other.
It might be. Fuck, there was a chimney! I forgot about the chimney! Shit. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to play this again. I want to. I fucking want to. Hell, my friend is coming for like the weekend for spring break, so maybe if we have time, I'll be like, hey, I found this game. Let's fuck around with it. I can completely see us fucking losing our minds with it. We are just a bunch of morons. He made me play a fucking 2-player dating sim last we talked because he was like, please, I want to see you play this. And I'm like, I have nothing better to do? Fine. And it was actually pretty fun because we just kept fucking around. He tried to date a robot. I tried to date a goth chick.
I'm ready.
Oh, did you have your fake arm sleeves on?
I was not the goth chick. I'm
referencing Big Bang Theory. When Howard and Raj go to the goth club to pick up chicks.
I don't think I remember that one. I remember Raj bringing Sheldon to a little party thing, and he got the girls attracted with his Green Lantern.
Yeah, that was a different one.
Yeah. I unfortunately do not remember this. Shame. That or I never watched it. I've never actually seen The Big Bang in order or all the way through. I just watched whatever I could get on cable when it was coming out.
Look, it's the world serpent.
It's like a fucking trading card thing to me. It's like, oh my god, it's this season of, it's this episode of this season. Cool.
Looks like.
Another old series that is a lot of fun, at least I think, is called Northern Exposure.
Still can't read these.
Never heard of it. What it's about?
Don't want to know.
I don't care if you don't want to know.
Sounds dirty.
It's not. It is a young guy who ends up going to God, I haven't seen the beginning of it in a while, but something happens and he ends up having to move to a town in northern Alaska, a small town, to be a doctor for a while, and he does not want to be there, and the town itself is just full of, I mean, you can imagine, it's northern Alaska, right?
Yeah.
So just all sorts of crazy characters, and of course there's a chickadee that, you know, he falls in love with, and, you know.
Chickadee.
Yes. It's a very funny series.
I love the fact that you say chickadee, of all things.
Why not? It's a hell of a lot better than some of the terms you come up with.
Was about to say.
Technically, I don't come up with them. I just hear them and then decide, oh, I might as well use it.
Well, I presume she heard the word chickadee somewhere.
Probably. I like chica, too.
That, I believe, is just the Mexican word for it.
Yeah.
And also, Spanish, shut up. But
I did one time make a very amusing joke. Where do aliens go? It's an LDS joke. Where do aliens go when they die? I made the joke. Which one? Space creatures or Mexicans?
Ow. That's so wrong.
Yep, I'm surprised you did that. I'm almost impressed. But
that wasn't the best part. Which is which Kingdom of Glory do aliens go to? And it's the extraterrestrial kingdom.
Cringe.
It's funny, right?
Boo. Boo.
yeah,
Die in a fire.
I'll just... Right, the two things I wanted to say. One, I'll probably never use chica just because that's a character in Five Nights at Freddy's, and so if I ever use the word, that's gonna be what pops in my fucking head. Forever. Those names are eternally connected to those characters. And strange how you suggest a Doctor series to me, because I am currently wanting to watch House MD, because YouTube has just been giving me clips of that show. And I really want to see this asshole doctor who doesn't give a shit.
Oh, you wanna watch a character who's a pedantic asshole? Huh?
Yes.
You?
Yes, Trip. I want to see this pedantic asshole doctor who doesn't give a shit about anything.
Hugh Laurie was also in a on Amazon Prime, I think it is. What the heck is that series called? It only had 2 seasons. And it was pretty good. He was He was a doctor in that one too. Oh, now I gotta look that one up.
For whatever reason.
Fifth Avenue's kind of funny with him in it. I'm not completely caught up on that one. Takes a certain mood to watch it, but let's see.
For whatever reason, Nintendo is refusing to let me buy a fucking game. I don't know why. House is amazing. I've watched it in full twice. Thank you, Wolfie. I'm sure it's good. I think I've had people recommend it to me before, but I had no idea what the fuck it was. And this one character is enough to make me watch it.
How did you come by that axe?
That is my concern.
Let's see. Oh God, he was excellent in The Night Manager,
It's one of ours, but
which is yes, a really good series. It also had Tom Hiddleston in it, so
Your eye
oh
candy.
yeah.
somewhat
Chance. There is a series called Chance
something to her.
with Hugh Laurie.
It was my mother's. She left
I
her father.
really liked that one.
Face dead.
He's got a couple of new ones out that I've not seen.
She was a fierce warrior. And a good one. Okay.
So many things to watch and read. No time for fucking any of them.
Nobody asked.
Woods
My problem tends to be finding something decent to watch.
would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my.
To be fair, you've had a long time to watch all the good stuff.
You are
This is true.
the other half of the brand's here.
The blue one is your brother.
Yes. Though my talent.
That fucking face he's making.
No boast. I swear to Freya.
He just
He
looks.
looks
He just looks. I hate you.
He looks so upset. He's like, you dumbass.
Yeah, but can you?
Although, come to think of it, there are still a few things I haven't fully watched, like
Breaking Bad?
yeah, and Better Call Saul.
Yeah, I need to finish those as well.
Those do take a very particular mood, though. And right now, I don't think my mental health needs that shit.
Oh, what were you working on?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I call it the Sky Mover. Just up that mountain.
Even watching Nope
Resources.
yesterday was like, alrighty then.
Do you know how to fix it?
Not
Nope.
even a little.
Yeah, it's Jordan Peele's.
Oh,
I think his latest one. I think I saw it on Prime. It might have been HBO Max, but I really thought it was on Prime that I watched it, but I can't swear to it. It was all right, and it was very strange, but it was the weird backstory of one of the characters in it that was just like, what the fuck? And they hit you with it immediately, and you have no idea what the hell is going on until later.
Oh, we can't forget you. What did we miss?
And since they hit you with it immediately, I can at the very least say it involves a chimpanzee on a rampage on a television set. A TV show set. Good God, I can't
If you're not in a hurry.
speak like comprehensively.
It is late. Chimpanzee is just reminding me of that adorable old movie of, I forget the name of the movie. The chimpanzee in the hotel that the two kids are trying to keep away because I forget, he was trying to escape his really abusive owner.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know what movie I'm talking about?
No.
No? Not ringing a bell?
No.
The main animal abuse movie I'm aware of, I think, is Beethoven.
Okay, wait. Now because this is a really adorable old movie. House. Okay. Wait.
No, you took chimpanzee and abuse, and I think Matthew Broderick and the space program with chimpanzees.
Dustin? Dustin checks. I think that's it. Dustin checks in.
Nope. Not familiar.
Wow. A movie I've watched that you guys don't know about. That's fucking rare. Yeah, it's a really adorable old movie. Basically, the monkey's trying to escape his abusive owner in the hotel, and a little kid helps him. It's really good.
And you know what? You're right. Maybe I'll binge Monk again.
Yes, Monk be good.
Monk always just makes me laugh.
It's a fucking masterpiece. It's beautiful. Tell me, Trip, which caretaker do you like the most, the first or second one?
The second one. What's her name?
curious.
The first one. I like Natalie. The first one. What's her name?
Something Shaw.
Yeah. Damn it. She kind of grates on me a little bit, but she makes me laugh too.
Well, Natalie is like a really nice person.
She is.
Almost too nice. Monk takes advantage of her so many times. I think the funniest joke to my parents when watching Monk is knowing that Monk is paying Natalie less and is trying to just cheap her out on the money. At every
God, I
turn.
know.
Alrighty. Well, we've been at this for
Approximately.
3 hours. Thank you guys all for coming. This was fun. Thank you. Well, I'll have to call it good for tonight since I got work in the morning. But
Yes, you do.
But
Feel that.
Yep. Well, thank you guys all for coming. This has been fun, and I have enjoyed my time with God of War, and I am very interested to see what more is in store from the Norse era of this particular game series. Alrighty. Well, we will see you guys later. Adios.
Your mom.